Okay, let's finish out Bioterrorism Part 2. I'm going to go through these slides really quickly and get back to where I was. I think, yeah. Okay. The Hospital Incident Command System. Okay, during a disaster or mass casualty, the hospital is going to go into emergency mode. Everything going on in the hospital kind of shifts toward sending everybody who's available, all of your resources you have on the floor, down to the emergency room to help with the mass casualty. The emergency room serves as a command center. Someone will serve as the hospital commander. All personnel within and without are used to help in a casualty. If you're off duty, you may be called in to come and help, and the only way that you will be allowed in to a certain area around the hospital is by showing your hospital ID tag. Twice a year, hospitals are required to carry out mass casualty drills. This serves as a practice for personnel and lets the above four sections plan for possible scenarios. EMS is involved, high schools, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, the helicopters, Medtrans involved. It's fire departments, police departments. It's a huge operation to carry out mass casualty drills, and they really need to have them so that they can keep up with things. DMATs, or volunteer health providers. Anderson, Oconee, Pickens, and Greenwood is served by the Piedmont Medical Reserve Unit, and it's housed in Anderson at the health department. I happen to be a member. It's a completely volunteer thing. It looks really good on your resume. They do provide you with all the training necessary to be able to help. You help with you can help with flu clinics. If there's a call for a mass vaccination clinic, you would be called upon to volunteer if you could, to help give vaccines, screen people, do whatever. They need plumbers, electricians. There's a lot of people who volunteer to make a DMAT. DMORTs. When you think of a DMORT, think of mortality, think of morgue, think of care of the dead. There must be someone to care for the dead in a mass casualty because of the threat of disease, identification purposes, preservation purposes, to help families find people who are missing. They keep data and do record keeping. Maybe all they have is, and it's bad to say, but pieces and parts that they can send to have DNA analysis on it, and that's the only way they know who's been there. The nation does have a strategic national stockpile of pharmaceutical agents and vaccines, supplies, and equipment. If there is a large-scale disaster, the strategic national stockpile is activated. They can deliver 12-hour push packs. You would have partial supplies in 12 hours. When the anthrax threat came around, Cipro was put into the national stockpile, so we have more than enough Cipro to go around to everybody in the United States. Critical stress, incident stress practices. Think of debriefing. Demobilization is only a few minutes in length. Critical incident diffusings are usually 20 to 45 minutes in length. What went wrong? What went right? What could we do better next time? Did we have things placed in the correct order? Could we have changed the way we had things laid out to make things run smoother? Critical incident stress debriefing is usually 2 to 3 hours in length. It's a 7-stage process involving trained counselors. Think of a very, very bad mass casualty, and you've seen things and been through things that you've never seen before. That can be very psychologically traumatic, and part of this debriefing is to help people process what they've seen, what they've been through. sometimes people can come out with post-traumatic stress disorder, and you'll study that in your psych class, but this is to help people. I do believe that this completes the bioterrorism lectures. It's not as bad as you thought it was going to be, I hope. But make sure you have questions written down and we can talk about them in class on Thursday. Bye.